In the golden sands of Egypt, where pyramids touch the sky and the Nile River whispers tales of eternity, a mystery endures, a queen's final resting place lost to time. Her name is Nefertiti, and her legacy is as captivating as her legendary beauty. For over 3,000 years, she has been an icon, her famous bust a symbol of grace and power that has mesmerized the world. But who was the woman behind this enigmatic face? And where does she lie in her eternal slumber? This is the story of Nefertiti, the great royal wife, and the quest to uncover her lost tomb. Our story begins in the 14th century BC, during the height of the New Kingdom, a time of unprecedented wealth and power for Egypt. Majestic cities like Thebes buzzed with life, their grand temples reaching towards the heavens, monuments to the gods and the pharaohs who ruled in their name. It was into this world that Nefertiti emerged. Her name means the beautiful one has come, and by all accounts, she lived up to it. Ancient reliefs and sculptures depict a woman of striking elegance and poise. Nefertiti's destiny was intertwined with a revolutionary pharaoh, Amenhotep IV, who would later be known as Akhenaten. Their union was more than just a royal marriage. It was a partnership that would shake the foundations of Egyptian society. Together, they presided over a court of unparalleled splendor, their palace at the newly built city of Amarna, a testament to their vision. Here, art and culture flourished in a new, more naturalistic style. But Nefertiti was no mere consort, content to remain in the shadows. Inscriptions and reliefs show her in roles previously reserved for pharaohs alone. She is depicted driving her own chariot, leading religious ceremonies, and even smiting Egypt's enemies. She stood side by side with Akhenaten, an equal in power and influence, a co-regent who helped steer the ship of state. Their most radical act was a complete religious upheaval. Akhenaten and Nefertiti abandoned the traditional pantheon of Egyptian gods, who had been worshipped for millennia. In their place, they elevated a single deity, the Aten, the life-giving disk of the sun. This was a form of monotheism unheard of in the ancient world. They declared themselves the sole intermediaries between the Aten and humanity, a move that centralized immense religious and political power in their hands. The old temples were closed, their priests disempowered, and a new era, the Amarna period, was born. Art from this period is unlike anything that came before it. The stiff, formal poses of traditional Egyptian art gave way to intimate, candid scenes of the royal family. We see Nefertiti and Akhenaten playing with their 6 daughters, sharing tender moments, their elongated features and relaxed postures conveying a sense of humanity and warmth. And at the center of it all is Nefertiti, the iconic bust, discovered in 1912 in the workshop of the sculptor Thutmose, is a masterpiece of this era. Its perfect symmetry, vibrant colors, and serene expression capture an ideal of beauty that has transcended 1,000 generations. It is a face that held immense power, a face that helped redefine a kingdom. But as quickly as their new world rose, it began to crumble. After about 17 years of rule, historical records surrounding Nefertiti and Akhenaten grow silent. Akhenaten died, and his radical religious reforms were swiftly undone. His successor, Tutankhamun, likely his son, restored the old gods, and the court abandoned Amarna, leaving it to be reclaimed by the desert. The names of Akhenaten and Nefertiti were systematically erased from monuments, their legacy condemned, their revolution forgotten. And with this erasure, Nefertiti herself vanished from history, while the tombs of many pharaohs, including Tutankhamun, have been found in the Valley of the Kings. The final resting place of this powerful queen remains one of archaeology's greatest unsolved mysteries. Where was she buried? Was she given a burial befitting a queen, or was her tomb desecrated and lost forever as part of the backlash against her family's heresy? The search for Nefertiti's tomb is a saga of ambition, speculation, and relentless exploration. For decades, archaeologists have scoured the deserts, delving into hidden crevices and forgotten valleys, hoping for a clue. The Valley of the Kings, a royal necropolis carved into the Theban Hills, has been the primary focus of the search. Could she be hidden in a secret chamber within an existing tomb? One of the most tantalizing theories emerged in 2015. Egyptologist Nicholas Reeves, while examining high-resolution scans of the walls in Tutankhamun's tomb, noticed what appeared to be faint lines suggesting hidden doorways. He proposed a startling idea that Tutankhamun's small, hastily prepared tomb was merely the antechamber to a much larger, grander tomb belonging to none other than Nefertiti. The theory suggested that when the young king died unexpectedly, his officials simply broke through the wall of her tomb and sealed it back up after his burial. This hypothesis ignited a global firestorm of excitement. The prospect of finding an intact royal tomb, perhaps one even richer than Tutankhamun's, was electrifying. Teams of scientists from around the world descended on the Valley of the Kings, armed with cutting-edge technology. Ground-penetrating radar was used to peer behind the painted plaster walls, searching for voids or hidden corridors. The initial results were promising, with some scans indicating the possibility of open spaces. The world held its breath. Was this it? Was the lost queen about to be found? Archaeologists and historians debated furiously. Could Nefertiti have become pharaoh herself after Akhenaten's death, ruling under the name Nefertiti? If so, she would have deserved a burial in the Valley of the Kings. But as more sophisticated scans were conducted, the initial optimism began to fade. The data was inconclusive, contradictory. The tantalizing anomalies detected by the radar were eventually explained as natural geological features or simply surface inconsistencies. The secret doors remained stubbornly sealed, if they existed at all. The disappointment was palpable, but the quest was far from over. Other theories persist. Some scholars believe Nefertiti was never buried in the Valley of the Kings at all. They argue her final resting place must be near the city she helped build, Amarna. Extensive searches have been conducted in the royal necropolis there, but so far only unfinished or plundered tombs have been found. Perhaps she was moved after her death, her mummy reburied in a secret location to protect it from those who sought to erase her memory. Another recent theory suggests her tomb may lie in the western part of the Valley of the Kings, an area that has been less thoroughly explored. Today, the search continues, blending old-fashioned excavation with 21st century science. Archaeologists use satellite imagery to spot subtle disturbances in the desert landscape that might indicate a hidden structure. DNA analysis of unidentified royal mummies found in cachettes offers another path. In 2010, tests on a mummy known as the Younger Lady, found in a side chamber of Amenhotep II's tomb, revealed her to be the mother of Tutankhamun. Some Egyptologists believe this mummy could be Nefertiti herself. However, the evidence is not definitive, and the identity of the Younger Lady remains a subject of intense academic debate. Without her tomb and its identifying inscriptions, we may never know for sure. The mystery of Nefertiti's tomb is more than just a search for gold and artifacts. It is a search for the final chapter in the life of one of history's most fascinating women. Finding her burial would not only solve a great archaeological puzzle, but could also provide invaluable insights into the turbulent final years of the Amarna period. It could tell us what became of her after Akhenaten's death and clarify her true role in the twilight of his reign. As the sun sets over the timeless Egyptian landscape, casting long shadows across the sands, the pyramids and temples stand as silent witnesses to the centuries. The spirit of Nefertiti endures, her face looking out from the past, her secrets still buried somewhere beneath the desert. The hunt for her final resting place is a testament to our enduring fascination with the past and our unyielding desire to connect with the figures who shaped our world. Will we ever find her? Will the beautiful one finally come forth from the darkness? Only time and the sands of Egypt will tell. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of ancient Egypt. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the annals of history.